You know, by any measure, Wayne County is in dire financial crisis. Top officials admit if deep cuts are not made and made soon, an emergency manager will have to take over.
Wayne County CEO Bob Ficano explained the grim financial picture at his recent State of the County speech. But as 7 Action News investigator Ross Jones discovered, the speech itself cost taxpayers a small fortune.
Stephen, Carolyn, times have never been tougher in Wayne County. They don't have enough prosecutors, not enough deputies. And if they don't fix things soon, the governor's going to step in. The county has a $175 million deficit. And after this latest spending spree, well, it just got a little bigger. Bob Ficano says he's learned his lesson. Gone are the days of wasteful perks and all the silly spending that helped lead the county towards financial ruin. And in his State of the County address last week, Ficano told taxpayers that things are different now.
We continue to be creative in cutting expenses. We haven't just been cutting back. We're moving forward.
But as he uttered those words in Dearborn last Tuesday night, there were a few things he left out of his speech, like that it cost nearly $20,000. How? The county paid someone $7,500 to write it. It went to a special contractor who we're told also helped organize the event. Ficano spent $7,500 despite having 3 full-time communication staffers. We're told they were too busy.
I asked my staff to dig even deeper in finding additional ways that we can cut our expenses.
Again, not on this night. The place he gave the speech, well, that cost money too. Ficano could have used county headquarters, which he did last year, but he decided to rent an auditorium at the Automotive Hall of Fame in Dearborn. That cost taxpayers $1,000.
I have led major efforts to reduce costs.
And then there was the cost to put the speech live on the internet. Ficano hired a crew from Detroit Public Television to bring in their cameras, lights, and staff so they could broadcast it out online. But because Wayne County picked a venue with a bad internet connection, Public TV had to bring in a satellite truck that would beam the speech back to their studios. The whole cost for that, $11,000. That means that in the midst of a mammoth deficit, Bob Ficano spent $19,500 to tell us he's saving money. County commissioners are appalled.
$20,000 could go to a lot of better causes than having his dog and pony show.
I've never paid $7,500 to have somebody write me a speech. We shouldn't be spending additional dollars, no matter what they are, on something like that.
Ficano wouldn't face our questions for this story, but his office did release a statement. It reads in part, county executives deliver State of the County speeches. All require production and broadcast expenses in order to communicate with their constituents. So we checked with the other county CEOs to see how much they spent. In Macomb, County Executive Mark Hackel's speech didn't cost a dime, relying largely on donated event space and volunteers. In Oakland, their State of the County had about 4 times as many guests as Ficano's and cost about half as much.
That's money that could help us.
Wayne County Deputy Sheriff's Association President Brian Earl knows that $20,000 won't solve the county's problems, but it would help put a dent in some of the struggles his deputies deal with every day in the county's jails.
The radios don't work correctly. The computer systems are outdated. They sit on milk crates because the chairs are all broken. To spend $20,000 to tell people that we're broke seems a little sad. It's kind of a joke, actually.
Well, about an hour ago, Ficano's office released a second statement for this story. This one said that they were responsible in outsourcing the costs we just told you about and that they're under very different financial constraints than Oakland and Macomb. In less than an hour, Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan will deliver his first State of the City address. How much will Detroit taxpayers have to pay? Well, we're told the whole speech will cost less than $900. Compared to Wayne County, well, that's a bargain. I'm Ross Jones, 7 Action News.
All right, Ross, it may not be enough to solve the deficit, but $1 here, $1 there, and it starts adding up.